Hey everybody, this is my labor and delivery video. I tried doing it with my other digital camera that Heather got me, but my batteries are dead again, and my rechargeable thing, I think it broke from the hospital. I'm not sure. Can I hear this real quick? I'm sorry. Well, let's get to it. Um, so November, well, everybody knew I was going in for my scheduled C-section if I didn't go into labor before then. Um, so November 25th, I was supposed to be there at 11 o'clock to have my C-section. So we got up and we cleaned up the house a little bit, and then we went and put everything in the car and went to the hospital. So we checked in around 10:54, and then they made me go back. They made us like sign our papers or whatever at the labor and delivery front desk because of security reasons. You can't just walk back there. Um, so we did that, and they told my husband he has to go out and sit in the waiting room, and after they get done prepping me, then he could come back. They just had to like ask me questions and put my IV in and stuff like that. So I got to go back, and they put me in this like little side room, like where everybody is, like in a recovery room. And they came in and asked me all sorts of questions and checked to see if I was dilated. And I was dilated 8.5 centimeters. So if I didn't have my C-section scheduled that day, I would have waited until labor anyway. She was ready. Um, so they put my IV in, and I was asking questions, and then flowers came while I was in the recovery room, like immediately. You know, from Heather. Um, there's flowers and a teddy bear, and I believe I put a picture in one of Naomi's videos of all that. So they prepped me, and then they couldn't find my husband because he wouldn't answer the phone in the little waiting room or whatever. So they went and got him, and then they made him sit in the recovery. They was like, he came in with me and we talked for a little bit and took some pictures, and then they took me to the big surgery room. It was all cold and stuff. They took me into there and made him wait into where I was at, where I got my IV, to prep me up some more and get in my spinal block. So they took me in there, and they sat me up on this table, and I had to like bend over to get my spinal tap, and they put it in my lower back, and too much fluid came out, so obviously that was the wrong spot, but I was still like numb, and like, it was weird. So they had to do it over again, which really hurt, and so I was like really scared. They like pinned my arms down, and I was so freaking scared. I don't know, like it was weird. I was looking for Alex the whole time. So they laid me back or whatever, and they pinned my arms down, and they put the catheter in, and then he came in and was sitting behind me, and I threw up, like because that medicine makes you sick, and I threw up, and they had this tube down my throat and everything, and I don't know, I felt all this tugging and this weird like feeling, and the anesthesiologist stood up and he was like, "Daddy, stand up, watch your baby be born." So Alex stood up, and he just started crying, and Naomi started crying, and he started crying even more, and he just held my hand real tight, and I felt so complete at that moment, and I just wanted to see her, and I just heard her cry, and all of a sudden I didn't hear her cry anymore, and it was like, oh, she's just so relaxed, she's just chilling over here, she just didn't want to like cry or anything, she was just relaxing. You hear her talking. It's so cute. Well, um, so they was stitching me up and everything. No, wait, they was not stitching me up. Let's go back. Rewind. I was getting my surgery, and my doctor's like, Kim. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, sweetheart, we found a cyst on your tube. And I was like, okay. She was like, can you want me to go ahead and remove it? And I was like, yes. And she was like, oh, this is bigger than what I thought. So they had to remove half my tube, and then sent my sis to lab. So on the 22nd, I'll find out if I can have babies, any more babies or not. But they recommend me not to, even though I do want one more, and my husband wants one more. So then I got to go back to the recovery room. I had to stay in there for an hour, like everybody else does, until like everything else is make sure that your wounds and everything isn't like gonna bleed. They wheeled her over to the nursery, and her dad went with her. And she weighed 6 pounds 7 ounces, and she was 18 inches long, with this beautiful head full of hair. Then I got my first night there. I don't know if it's my first or second. I started bleeding through my catheter. I was freaked out. Well, I had kidney stones, and I've been having to pass blood clots and all that crazy stuff. It's been terrible. So I'm breastfeeding and formula feeding. I'm gonna tell you a story about that here in a minute. But I started breastfeeding, and she's doing great with that. And we got to come home on the 27th, I believe it was. So I believe it was Black Friday. We had to come home, and everything's been okay. They had me like on all kinds of medicines and everything, but oh well. I'm still taking my prenatals. So let's get on about this formula. We came home on the 27th, and my baby like acted like she was so hungry, and she wasn't acting like she was in the hospital. So I called up to the hospital, and I was like, "There's something wrong. Is there something wrong with my breast milk or my body or something? Why am I not providing enough? Because she acts like she's so hungry." She was like, "Well, hold on, let me look at the little chart." This nurse, now she's at a nursery. Remind you have to do a baby vlog while you're in the hospital to write down how many bowel movements and how much they eat. She gave my daughter formula and didn't even write down. I didn't care that she gave her formula, because of course, like, I would give her formula too if she needed it. But they gave her formula and didn't even tell me. So I didn't know what to do. So now she's on formula and breast. Like, I breastfeed at the beginning, and what she don't get, if she's not full, and I give her some like advanced with the blue stuff, the liquid stuff. But that's what she gets, and she only gets like 15 ml of that. So that's the little story about that. I'm really sore, and I haven't lost that much weight, but I will show you my postpartum. Let me get up and show you that. And I'll show you Naomi, so y'all can see her. Oh, and my feet are extremely swollen. Extremely. So, I've done my baby thing on the wall. That's ridiculous. Let me show y'all. She's asleep. And I'm sure she won't care if I hold her, because she's a mama's girl. But she won't say her daddy. Oh, she opens her eyes. Maybe she's awake. Maybe not. This is her, guys. She's tiny. See her little feet? Let's see. Yeah, okay, stop messing with me, guys. I just want to sleep. I just want to get out of my face. She's yawning. Okay, guys, so that's my labor and delivery video. I better get off here because it's almost 10 minutes. Okay, bye, guys.